Welcome everybody to
Ruri,
Anarbor and Drugs.
literally, first minute, first second of the video, and he has to mention that word.
To be fair,
It's not a Yu-Gi-Oh video.
everything. What does Yu-Gi-Oh and drugs have in common?
All right, but
First of all,
anyway,
we are here to talk about the best thing in Shonen Jump.
yes,
It's creation.
yes, we all know your obsession of RuriDragon.
You call it an obsession. I call it acknowledging it for what it is.
And I agree, it is one of the best things in Shonen Jump. I am definitely not denying that. It's the reason
and
why.
That's the live stream. Thank you everybody for watching.
No, we're gonna do more. What if we can do an hour talking about random stuff to do with Yu-Gi-Oh? We can do an hour talking about random stuff with RuriDragon and Anarbor. But yeah, RuriDragon is back. It was gone away for 2 years, but now it's back. It came back for 6 initial chapters on the Shonen Jump app, and now it's going exclusive.
The next one is Sunday, and it's the last one. I'm sad, guys.
Hey, no, it's not sad because it's going exclusively to Manga Plus.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's not being cancelled. That's the
joke
on it.
You want to know what's funny? You want to know what's actually funny about that?
Every series gets cancelled. RuriDragon gets a 2-year hiatus, and people just say, "Sure, King, you can come back whenever you want."
Yeah. Now let's talk. Now I think we should just start off by talking about that. Like when that initially first happened, I don't know about you, but I was shocked that actually happened. Like, wait, it's only been 6 chapters. It's going on hiatus already.
Yeah, I wasn't as shocked. As the author is pretty actively on Twitter. It was pretty actively on Twitter during that time. And he made really quickly an announcement after the hiatus announcement about why that was the case.
Okay, so
it was never a secret to begin with.
Okay, so what was the announcement? Like, because I didn't see that. So
it was mostly because of physical unwell-being and mental unwell-being, like a lot of stress, not looking out for his body and everything.
Oh, okay, all right. So it was that case on top of what I assume was burnt out from just how popular the series was to begin with.
That wasn't even the case.
Okay.
He never talked about burnout or shit. He always talked about the series also on Twitter, like how much he wants to go back and shit.
Okay, all right.
He was always interested in continuing it.
So he was always interested in continuing it?
Yes.
Okay.
Mentally and bodily, he couldn't get himself to work on it. But the interest was always there.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, now if Red does show up for this, because I have sent him a message and I've tagged him on Discord. So whether he joins or not, that's.
And that words he won't join.
He probably will. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I now get it. I now get what it's like to be not just a Hunter x Hunter fan, but a Berserk fan, because I am legitimately a fan of this series, and to see it go, like, I was like, I want it to come back. And we had that. We were always joking of like, will it ever come back? Will it not? And you were saying it will come back, Luke. It will come back.
Hope never died with me, and I'm so happy that I was proven right.
You were proven right. You get the win. Anarbor gets the win, not just in Yu-Gi-Oh, but he gets the win here.
Anarbor getting W's, pretty common.
Pretty common. I've got to ask you as well, because the initial, like, it was 200,000 like sold for the first volume. Do you think it would have sold? Honestly, not joking here. Do you honestly think it would have gotten that much if the author hadn't gone on hiatus?
I think it would have gotten more.
Oh, really?
Yes, just like if you like, a lot of people made like reactions to reading the first 6 chapters, like Naxtaku, a lot of other big streamers and YouTubers. It was universally loved by everyone.
Okay.
Like, everybody's here talking about like, this is the next great thing. This is the best thing that ever happened. Like, it wasn't just me who made that joke. was like a lot of anime YouTubers.
All right. So it was Kagurobachi before there was Kagurobachi.
Yes. But the joke of Kangurabachi was, it started alright, became awesome. RuriDragon started awesome and stayed awesome.
Yeah.
And while we are on Kangurabachi, I just want quickly to say, God, those two communities, RuriDragon and Kangurabachi, are so intertwined. They love each other.
All
Like,
right.
there's so much fan art from the Kangurabachi subreddit about RuriDragon's return, how happy they were that their little sister came back.
All right, and I will. Kagurobachi is one series that I'm definitely gonna like because I only read the first chapter, and I'm like, okay, I will give it another chance. I promise. Hand on heart, I will give it another chance. I'll
Unapologetically edgy, and I love it for it.
I'll go and read the first 3 chapters after we're done here. Before I do some more total drama action with Tyler later today. But yeah, my initial first impressions of the series was very positive as well. I did like the art style, and I liked what I liked most about this series is that, because you see this a lot in fiction, where you have like the girl or the protagonist getting like something happened to them, and it could have so easily become a story where it's like, oh, she's an outcast in society, no one wants to be with her, they treat her like, oh, she's freak. But no, they actually everyone in the series is actually very respectful to her and very warming and welcoming of her. And I feel like that is a positive message for people today. Like, doesn't matter how different you are, you're still you, regardless of it.
I think it's especially like I think RuriDragon just the promise of the story, as you mentioned. I think it just clicks with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Never searched my place in the world. Like, I know this is my friends, they are always behind me, but who am I to myself? And this is more about about self-discovery rather than finding out the place of in your own world. Unlike Naruto and One Piece, for example. And that's why I think for nowadays it resonates with more people that for that reason. That's why I think it's also good that everybody accepts her already.
Yeah. And
her self-discovery for herself.
Yeah, and oh my god, I'm just looking at the Manga Plus app of Chapter 11, the views. Have you seen how many views it's got so far?
A lot.
256,428.
Like, no joke, RuriDragon is always like the top at views.
It's on the hottest on Manga Plus. It's outranking Kagurobachi, Dawn, Sakamoto Days, Undead Unluck, and make the Exorcist fall off and Kindergarten Wars.
So rather to say, I think it's but easier to say the only things that are above RuriDragon are the classics, then Oshinoko, and then Ankoku.
Yeah, and then
the only ones who are above RuriDragon.
Yeah, and then obviously One Piece being at the top. That's standard.
Yeah, that's why I said like the basic shonen jump things.
Yeah. So yeah. My only thing that I wanna say as well is that I based on these last few chapters that we've had come out, it does seem to be implying that I don't know if you're getting this vibe as well, but there are more people that are kind of like Ruri in this universe. Would you say that is accurate?
I think that could be the case. For example, that guy who's always missing.
Yeah, but also as well.
Could be, but I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I really wouldn't care if it just dragons.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just dragons, I'd be all right with that. But I'm getting the feel, like, particularly from that girl who's just like in the background all the time, and we don't really know much about her. But I'm getting the feeling like there is more to her than meets the eye.
Look at the random background character. There's something to do with her.
Yeah.
Background character be like, I exist. Hello, I'm me.
Yeah.
Kaneo was that.
Kaneo. Yeah. I'm just gonna get it up, like the chapter that was. I think it was chapter 6. Oh no, that was the chapter before it went on hiatus. So it was chapter 7, wasn't it?
Chapter 6 was the last one before the hiatus.
Yeah, it's this one. It's chapter 7. So it's the blonde girl, and when they're in the classroom and she's just there, like Ruri's like, "Hey, you've got something against me," and she's like, "Nah." It's like, why are you ignoring me then? It's like and you just see her say, just don't talk to me, and it's just like,
he's just a cunt. No, all my homies hate that whore. Fuck you, bitch.
Whoa, what do you hate her for?
The way she interacts with Ruri.
Yeah, I get but his
she does not deserve love. She deserves death.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
The way she talks to my girl, she deserves death.
No, there has to be something going on.
I don't get die. She should just die.
No, how can you say that? How can you say that?
How can she talk to Ruby like that?
Yeah, you see what I have to deal with, people who are going to be watching this video. I have to try and convince Anarbor that there's something more going on with the character than meets the eye, and all he can say is, "No, just die."
I mean, yes, but like I said, she is connected to Kanyo, so I really think that then Kanyo would that be, but not her.
Okay, so what do you think is going to be happening with her?
I don't care.
You don't care. Okay, so you don't care if it turns out that she is a dragon herself, but is a little bit more reserved.
Just because you're a dragon does not mean I would fuck you. So kill yourself, please.
Hey! Don't be saying that.
Oh, what I would say to her.
But
as the regional dragon fucker, I'm the only one who is allowed to say that.
Okay, Anarbor, as the regional dragon person, you are allowed to say that. But also as well, there's I am curious, like, how much of a dragon is... I mean, she wants to be human. Like, it's very established that she would prefer to be a human and not have all these abilities as a dragon. But I want to know, I'm curious how much of a dragon she's actually going to develop. Like, because we saw in chapter 3 that there was the cover page where she developed wings, wasn't it?
That was literally drawn onto the blackboard behind her.
Oh, right. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I'm looking at
that topic multiple times, Luke.
Yeah. Well, it's been so long. We need. I wanted to have a refresher on it. But
imagine being so long forgetting things and not being like big brain like me and remembering everything.
Hey! I can remember. I can remember practically everything about Dr. Stone. So we all have that one series we obsess over. But yeah, I'm curious, like, how much more abilities of dragon, because she's got like lightning abilities now and fire abilities. So I'm curious, like,
question: how much do you know about Asian dragons and their abilities?
Not a lot.
Yeah, that's the thing. They have like 1 billion abilities.
All right.
One of them is becoming the size of the entire universe.
Oh my, no.
That's why we won't go into the topic of what kind of ability she will develop in the future, because just from the mythology alone, she can literally do everything and is a god.
Yeah, and also
wouldn't go into the topic.
Yeah, and also Red has messaged me. Yep, he's not joining us.
What a surprise!
He'd rather do housework than join us for RuriDragon.
Base Red, Base's job. He's just like me. We both don't have a job, so it's the only thing we can do.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, I lost my train of thoughts there for a second.
Imagine thinking, couldn't be me.
Yeah. So as well, even though we only have like 11 chapters, I feel like
11 chapters of manga history.
Yeah, 11 chapters of manga history, but as well, we've had a lot of development happen, even in these last 6 chapters, because we've had the relationship with Ruri and her mother come to light, about how her mother is trying to encourage her to be more open about her abilities and even taking her to do training in them, even though Ruri's like, oh, I don't want to do training.
Base mother. Every child should do sports, by the way, first of all. So she's encouraging sports activities. So I support that mother, and she's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I actually, that is something I definitely wanna know the more of the history between the mother and the father, because
I don't care about the father. I'll be totally honest. You have so many series where like a child is like, who are my parents? But I'm just like Ruri. Who cares? Who fucking cares about her father?
Well, I care.
Yeah, but I don't really know.
I want to know how they actually met. Like, what was going through the mother's mind when it happened.
Watch Kobayashi.
I have watched Kobayashi. I know about Kobayashi.
I literally think it's just how Kobayashi met Dragon's.
So you reckon
went into the forest.
You know what? That would be actually hilarious.
That would be such a meat thing to do.
Yeah, it would be. But also as well, in the last chapter we had Ruri basically being called in by a teacher because it seems like we're moving into a sort of like sports day arc.
Sports festival.
Yeah.
Also big in Japan.
Yeah, and she's going to be like the action committee. So is that just going to be like, oh, she's going to have to commentate on everything?
You see, I don't know what that means. I don't know.
So what would you want it to be? Like she has to be like
to do the special effects, like breathing fire to start and
so it's going to turn into like one of those like, oh, I'm trying to think of those games, you know the sports games, the sports console games where they have all those abilities to cheat, and is that going to be kind of like what's going to happen here?
First of all, I think it's just the school itself, so there wouldn't be a reason to cheat. And second of all, Ruby cheating is like, why is she cheating? Why is she shooting lightning? Why is she breathing fire? That's kind of obvious way of cheating, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I would agree. But also as well, I'm also getting the feeling that there's going to be a point where they're playing like either volleyball or basketball, and the ball itself hits one of her horns and pops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it'll probably be like, that was our only ball. That would be funny, but I don't. But
on that topic, I just want to say, I fucking love the scene in the first chapters, by the way, where Ruri just burns the hair down of some people.
Yes!
And he just comes back with, yeah, this was finally the point where I got the haircut, so don't worry about that. That was so, like, laid back. I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, yes. But also as well,
the laid back and relaxing series.
Yeah, and that's just what's so amazing about the series. It's just like the most chilled out series ever. That it's the series that you wouldn't think would be like initially when like looking at the premise on paper of RuriDragon, what is it? A girl developing just like you never heard of the series before today, but you heard the premise of like, oh, a girl gets traits of a dragon, and what else? No, that's just it. You wouldn't think that.
I just say the summary. It's the story of a young dragon girl being lazy, doing her best, and being lazy again. A new series begins.
Okay, and what else? Nothing else. But you think that on paper for Shonen Jump that wouldn't work, but as it turns out, it's been proven to be completely wrong. And I love like the first when we first meet Ruri in the first chapter when she's just there brushing her teeth and she just like what and I love the title of the first chapter. It's got nothing to do with the horns. But yeah, she's there brushing her teeth and she's just like, what the heck is this? there was also something else in the first chapter as well. Oh, that was it. That was it. I love it when everyone's just like there, like, hey, can we touch your horns?
Hey, no, boys are not allowed to touch Ruri's horns.
What?
Boys are not allowed to touch Ruri's horns. I'm going to protect her.
Oh yeah, because she's got her best friend. Like, yeah, of course you boys can't
Not even
touch them.
best friend. It's the girl she started talking with an hour ago.
Oh yeah, Ayaki, and it's like, why did you get to make the rules?
By the way, how long is this post old?
What?
Shindo Masaoki put a tweet out.
Go on,
yesterday.
You can read it.
The next chapter of RuriDragon is coming out on the 21st. There will be a 2-week break.
Okay, that's obviously an April Fool's joke.
He posted it yesterday.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, gotta wait. Wait,
I think it's a goal. Isn't next week something in Japan? Like
it's Golden Week next week.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's updated on the Fizz app. So the next chapter is coming out on April 21st. So we've got to wait. We've got to be in the One Piece situation, Anarbor.
I don't care about fuck One Piece. No one cares about One Piece.
Oh my god. I know you're being sarcastic because it's April Fool's Day.
I literally am not. I think the last One Piece chapter is really extremely boring. Like I really hate everything that has to do with the giants coming back.
Okay.
Like, literally no joke. I think Aken started awesome, but it went worse and worse with time. Anyways, we are not here to talk about One Piece.
No, we're not. Yeah, so as well, in the first chapter when everyone's just there, like, again, I love this from the teacher how he's just accepted it. So he walks into the classroom and then she's just like, can you explain these, Ruri? And she's just there like, yeah, I just woke up and they were there, and he was like, oh, good enough for me. Like, he doesn't even care.
That's the most laid back series I've ever shit. I'll be honest, reading this series is literally just, it's like, I am zen reading this shit. I am like on cloud 9. I am so relaxed, so chill. It's just medicine for my soul. Like reading this series, even I think I have a soul and a heart, and I'm not a racist cunt.
No, you just don't have any love in your heart.
But reading the series lets me feel as if I had love.
Yes, it does. But as well, yeah, I'm looking on the first chapter of just being like, Ruri, so far I've had to talk with kids I've never spoke 2 words to before. So, you'd figure that Ruri would like have some sort of resentment for people like that. Like, wait a minute. So because I'm different now, you guys are all of a sudden interested in me when you never had any interest before. But no, I don't. But no, she's just one of those characters who just doesn't care about it. And yeah, obviously, I'm looking at the panel where she breathes fire in the guy's face. Well, in the guy's hair, more like.
I just want to quickly mention the art on the chapter where she breathes fire on the guy.
Yes! Oh my god, that looks so clean. That looks so clean. That reminds me so much of. Do you remember the panel in? Go ahead.
He made those past 6 chapters. Do you know maybe how old he was during that time?
He probably was around. I think he was younger than.
He was 17. He was 17. He was one of the youngest mangaka in Shonen Jump.
Wow. And I didn't realize that I had the panels on there at the moment. I try to keep them free so that I don't get a copyright strike. Let's hope it doesn't happen.
Sorry, he was 22 when he was. No,
Oh,
sorry,
he was 22.
Yes.
So he was younger than Fujimoto.
Yes, he's like 2 years older than me.
Wow. Okay, so I'm back on the panel without it being on the screen. Fingers crossed it doesn't copyright strike me for this.
Oh, it will be. It's right shop.
Oh no.
Just to be sure that the stream is not being cancelled.
I'll probably have to delete the stream then and have to download
Just
again.
try it. Just literally try it.
Try
like,
what?
I'm talking about. Just let it stay up.
Okay.
Like I literally say drugs at the beginning of every Yu-Gi episode. Fun fact: almost every episode is green. We don't care if I talk about drugs on YouTube or shit.
Wow, but I think Shueisha would care if they saw the panels.
Will care, yeah. Just try it. Like, who cares?
No, I care. So after this, and when I'm able to download the stream, I'm going to download it, and then Fex can put it up on the YouTube. Fex can either put it up on the YouTube of Control Chaos or whatever. But yeah, what I was going to say, yeah, about that panel. So this reminded me so much of when I first saw the panel. You remember the panel in Dr. Stone when Seiko first brought back electricity?
Yes.
Yeah, this reminded me so much of that panel.
Yes. So much energy, so much love.
Yeah, so much attention
to craft.
Yeah, so much attention to detail as well. And like just with like how the lighting and shading is done as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously after breathing the fire, she starts bleeding like crazy. So yeah. Let me see if there's anything in chapter. Oh my! You know that that color page in chapter 2 as well.
Of course, I know
Yeah.
I have literally remembered every fucking page and everything from that series.
Yeah. So I'm on the So I'm on the page where where Ruri's mother and father are talking. It's only natural that she wouldn't know how to control them at first because an Armenti is fundamentally human. So that's obviously true with like the electrical current, the static electricity that's going through her body right now. So I'm curious, like how long that's actually going to be until she's actually able to get that under control.
Chapter 11.
Well, yeah. But is it going to like go out of control in chapter 12 again?
Most likely not. Just like with fire, the body adapts faster than for most people to
most
abilities.
All right. But also as well, do you think like the last ability, like the last thing that will make her that will come out from like her dragon form, do you think that she'll get like not so much all scaly skin, but some scaly skin, if that makes sense?
I could imagine some scaly skins, yes, but not a lot, mostly in hidden places.
Right. Yeah, that does make. Oh my god. What places do you think it would be? It would be the most likely to come
back.
On.
Yeah, it's likely like the back or like the shoulders and shit. It won't be in the face or like the hands, just because that's like they are selling the manga with Ruri's face, and if I change it too much, it would lose like the ability to be like the merchandise. So they can't change that. That makes most likely against and changing the face.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm on the middle of chapter 2 where she's gone to the clinic to examine the day she burned herself. Somehow they have something. Yeah, this is something that basically proves that there's more dragons in this world. Somehow they have some experience with dragons. Just that one line. So I get the feeling that we're going to meet more dragons. So
We
do you
will
think
most likely meet more dragons, but like I said, I wouldn't care that much about that.
Well-
the story is about Ruri, I don't care about other dragons.
come on, you can't. We need at least. Okay, how would you feel if it was at least just one more dragon, so that Ruri
Like
has
I
some,
said, I don't care.
so that Ruri has someone to bounce off.
I think she bought like I think I think she doesn't need someone to bounce off. I think like her friends and just
Well,
the normal everyday and how she interacts with people. That's what makes the series more like grounded and shit. As soon as you include way too many fantasy characters, it will like lose its
well,
grounded.
no. I'm not saying.
And
I'm not
even
saying.
just one character already could have that problem.
I'm not saying introduce a bunch of fights. What if it's actually one of her friends that hasn't actually shown up yet? Oh, no. I'm sorry. What? Okay. What if it's like, say, one of her friend's relatives that gets introduced?
Like I said, I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't
And
care.
I think having too much fantasy would hurt the series. I think why it's so like resonating and so relaxing is because it's so grounded. That's why I am not that much of a fan, like including more and more fantasy creatures. And that's why I'm so happy that they removed the Fata aspect like a lot, and she's just being mentioned, but not being shown or focused on. It's just try to stay grounded. Like I said, I think Kaide, this guy who is like doesn't go to class anymore, is most likely a half breed, a half human, half fantasy race. But I think and I hope it will cap with those two then.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Like I said, I don't want it to be a bunch of like characters. One more I feel like would be enough.
Like I said, I think one more could already just be too much, depending on how it's being written.
Yeah.
I trust my bro that he will make a great job, but I hope he like thinks about that.
Yeah. How long are we actually into the video? 35 minutes. So I think one other thing that I want to talk about is that what obviously you say you just want it to be Ruri just being Ruri, but like what other things do you want her to actually have happen to her in the series? Like what ideas have you got for like Ruri as a character moving forward? In terms of like how she's going to deal with every life situations with her dragon abilities.
I don't know.
Do you think do you honestly think because I feel this is bound to happen at some point because it's so cheery, it's so light-hearted at the moment, like so laid back that there might actually be some people who are who come into the series and are not as accepting of Ruri as everyone else is. So do you feel like that's actually going to happen? Because
I don't think that's going to happen. Like this is a slice of life where you don't want to have drama in it. It's like making an arc in K1 about fucking the death of a family member. It would not work into the series.
Okay, all right.
It wouldn't fit into the vibes. But I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX proved that changing the vibes 180 works.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it just does depend on how the author actually.
Yes, everything at the end of the day depends on the author. But we are not here talking about depends on the author. We're here talking if we like that or not.
Yeah. I honestly wouldn't be as against it because just for the fact that because of that, like because Ruri is different from everyone, and that's what resonates so much with people of just being like, hey, I'm different from everyone, but everyone accepts me. Personally, for me, I've been in that situation where I've I've acted different, and people haven't accepted me at first, and I've been through those notions. So to see that being portrayed in a manga, I feel like that would really resonate with me, of being like, yeah, I'm different, and not everyone is gonna automatically accept me for who I am. And I feel like that would obviously obviously you wouldn't like that, but I feel like a lot of people, especially people who are like socially awkward, I feel like that would resonate with people as well, and how Ruri would be able to overcome it with
I think,
the love and support of others around her.
I think that's just the thing. Like, this is a story, like I said in the beginning, this is more about a story of like finding your own self, with not finding yourself with other people. And like having the stress of like not being accepted would also like ruin this like cozy vibes the series gives off.
Yeah,
And on the other side, I also think that a lot of people, of course, a lot of people resonate with that, like you said, you would, but then other people wouldn't resonate with it. Like, I think that could almost alienate me. Like, I don't know, I never went through something bad, horrible like that, and it would not interest me, like, as I don't like relate to that feeling that happens in the series.
Okay. Well, what aspects of the series would you say would be the most resonating for you, that you would like to continue?
I'll be honest, the current track it's on. Like, everybody just taking it on, yeah, she's this dragon, ha 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 ha. Let me fly on you on your back after you learn to fly. And this lightheartedness, like talking with strangers, like bowling. She went bowling with people she doesn't know. She was just some people from a school she doesn't know and went bowling with it. That's like shit I do. That's something I resonate with. Like, I went so often I go drinking in a party with like, because strangers said, let's go drinking, go there and drink. I think that resonates with me. Like this day-to-day life of where she just goes out and do things with strangers or not. That resonated with me, for example.
Okay.
That's why I like bowling chapter. Chapter 10 was awesome.
Yeah, the bowling shot. Oh my god, yeah.
The last 10 was so the last page.
Yeah, where she's like trying to get the shot, but she's always getting the gutter balls. Yeah. Oh, we've all been there, Ruri, where we've had two gutter balls in a row. But yeah, and really, I feel like that's pretty much all I can say on the series as a whole. I mean, we could talk about like I think we've done like the major one, like with the mother and how supportive she is of her daughter. Like,
Mama's awesome. Oh my god, the Mama's
yeah,
my favorite character.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, so
She brings Ruby to talk with other people, interact with other people, like do something. She lets her be active, and like gives her enough space. She's like the perfect mother figure.
Yeah, I've got okay. I'm gonna compare the mother to another like character from a slice of life series. So there's this series called "Is the Order a Rabbit," which is a slice of life. Okay, I know that sounds like a weird title, but it makes sense when you realize like the rabbit is referencing like a cafe, a coffee cafe where the mascot is a rabbit. So that makes. Pardon?
I like coffee.
Okay, so the series is just like another slice of life series about a group of high school girls running a cafe, and the father in that series that owns the main cafe is pretty much exactly like the mother here, like just like the most supportive parent ever, to the point that when his daughter has to go and sing in a concert, he closes the cafe just to go and support her. He loses money for his business just to go and support his daughter. So
suck it, Lunas. This is close for today. I am supporting my daughter.
Yeah, he's like, that is basically what it was. It was just like, wait, Well, no. Actually, I think he did get someone to run the cafe. But the fact that he ditched work to go and support his daughter is
That's
like,
how it should be.
yeah,
And RuriDragon did the same thing.
yeah. So and honestly as well, the author could have taken it in like the direction that I like. If he had taken it in the direction that she was the social outcast by everyone, including her own mother, I I feel like it'd still be good. Like it could open up a lot of potential for a decent enough story, but I don't think you would have been nearly as big of a fan of it if it went down that direction.
I also think a lot of people like wouldn't support it. I think the thing why it's so popular is literally look at Shonen Jump. Like there's mostly comedy and shonen mangas. Like even One Hundred Girlfriends is a comedy manga in its core.
Yeah. Even
With
though
RuriDragon not being either one of them, it's literally just chillax, be relaxed, don't even nothing serious, not trying to be funny, just a normal life story. And that's what resonates with people. And I think like, putting too much drama or comedy into it would also destroy it.
Okay, yeah, that is fair. I mean, it can still have like those elements, but they have to be used very sparingly. Like for example,
I disagree if a bit of them would or could hurt the series. Like the manga works with like just chillax, lay back, versus nothing serious, just enjoy every day. And as soon as you like disrupt it, you would disrupt the whole series.
Yeah, fair enough. But
it would
even
have to be like problem and drama of like the gaming console is broken. What are we going to do? It's on a day where the shops are not open.
So you'd be fine with something like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
something
that's
small.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, it doesn't have to be like really big dramatic things, but it could be like really small things. Like for example, like this group who are like, we don't take kindly to dragons in these here parts, and everyone just sticks up for Rui. It's like, well, screw you guys, we're going over here. So something like that, just on a small scale, just one chapter, and then we move on with the series to showcase just to Rui, like just how much more supportive everyone is. So, like when they're like, oh, so these people are dissing on Rui because she's different, right? Well, we're gonna go over here and have fun. And they end up having fun. And the guys who were like, we don't take kites, dragons, just come over there and like, can we come and join you guys?
I think no. Like I said, I wouldn't like that in the series. I think this, like I said, this would hurt the series more than anything. Having something like that,
even if it was like just what, like even if it's just for like half a chapter.
Yes, I think so. I think it's the vibes it has is literally just like lay back, just do nothing, just be as lazy as Ruri without like having plot like this people don't like dragons. This would ruin like the premise of the series. It's like
so
you find yourself and not find your place in the world.
So you feel like it would, but find your place in finding your place in the world. What do you think? Actually, I know you're probably going to say I don't care, but do you think like she would eventually visit like where her dad is?
I would very much expect her father to visit her.
Okay,
that's how I could see them meeting, but I don't think RuriDragon would be that interested. Except like she gets like a really destructive ability in the future, like where she has to visit her father.
Yeah, and I feel like that could potentially happen. Like you said, I feel like there will come a point where she will potentially get an ability that's very destructive, and she has no choice but to go and visit where her father is. But it's not going to be like a overly long thing. Maybe like 2 chapters at most to try and be like, so this is where my dad's side of the family comes from. Okay, well, back to the human side. Would you say that is fair?
That could help me, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm just saying these things just because it's like even though I'm happy not knowing where it's still actually going. I would like at least to predict where future events are going to go in the series. But of course
Sports
we've got
Festival. Ruri is going to be awesome. Ruri is
yes,
going to show what the training with her mother was worth the shit. She's going to win the medal with all dragon abilities.
unless she does develop the ability to fly in this sports festival.
I don't think we will get to fly yet. I think it's something for later arcs.
It's something for later. Okay, I could definitely see that. Or maybe she does get like the scaly skin where say for example she's in a dodgeball match with a team, and
I think she would, rather than scales, she will get control storm's ability, which her father already has shown, if I remember right, or something like controlling winds.
Yeah, controlling.
That's something like pretty basic for Asian dragons. Just look at Kaido.
Oh yeah, because Kaido's a dragon. When he's not, Kaido is a duck.
But the joke is dead.
I know the joke is dead. I know the joke is dead.
That jokes should stay dead.
Okay, I just wanted to make it one more time, just for the road.
One more time for the road, but that's it.
Okay, that's it. That's my only joke about Kaido for this video.
Not about Kaido, but the duck thing.
Yeah, about the duck thing. But yeah, I could definitely see her developing wind abilities in this sports festival as well. There's what other like, I feel like she's gonna get like
becoming as big as the universe.
No, I don't want that. I do not want that. But also as well, did Asian dragons, were they like ones that had ice abilities?
They have everything, Luke. In China, they are literally God.
Okay, all right. So
that's the thing. Asian dragons can literally do everything, be everything. Just like I said, being as big as the universe is just one of their capabilities. They could also just be as small as like an atom. That's the thing. You literally are free with the abilities to do that.
Okay, all right. So I could definitely see her maybe getting like one more elemental, like one or two more elemental bit, because she's got 5, she's got lightning. I could definitely see her getting like maybe ice and wind, but that's it.
She could, like I said, get everything. I just think she gets telekinetic powers. I don't know why.
You know what, telekinetic powers? That would be fun to do, because then you can
just like lying in bed and getting a stuff.
Yes. Or she's just there on a school desk where she's just sleeping, and then she unconsciously makes everyone float through the air, and the teacher comes in and is like, "What is going on?"
It's one of Ruri's things. Oh, all right. Where's Kanayo?
Yeah. So, oh my god. Okay. I want this to happen now. I want there to be a chapter where that actually happens. Where, yeah, she's just there, and she makes everything flow. And then the teacher comes in and is like, "Is there a Jedi in the room?" No, it's Ruri. Oh, why is everyone on the ceiling? Oh, telekinetic abilities. Oh, okay. I'm gonna still teach you guys while you guys are on the ceiling.
Where's Kanayo?
I would honestly love that if that was one of the chapters.
See? I know what's good in the RuriDragon. I understand the writer more than anybody else.
Yeah, just like how people understand other writers in the same sense. My final question for you before we wrap this up, because we're approaching the hour mark, is: if Berserk did not exist, would this be your favorite manga?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I've never read something as relatable as RuriDragon, and especially I have never read a series where the characters are so human.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a good note to end it on. for anyone who's interested in this series, go and read it. It's got such a likable cast that are very human. They don't. That's one of the things that I think makes it just stand out so much in Shonen Jump and on Manga Plus is that the characters don't feel, for lack of a better word, artificial. Considering we're in the age of AI, they don't feel artificial. They feel like actual people that you can meet in real life.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing about the series. Why it's so good.
Yes. And that's one thing I'm going to say. It's like, don't bring AI to this series because, and I said this when we were doing like the gaming podcast on Control Chaos. The problem with using AI is that, as opposed to using an actual human, is that AI doesn't have the flair that a human writing the series can give, because it's an AI. It doesn't know how humans are supposed to think. So it and
that's wrong. Just there's literally a VTuber AI who could prove you're wrong right now.
Well, I want them to prove me, but I feel like AI just can't give the flair that a human writer, especially like a writer like for RuriDragon. Like
no, that's not. RuriDragon is something which works only because it's a human.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but I think AIs will get to the ability where they could replicate something like RuriDragon.
Yeah, but
and as someone who works in computer science and has friends working in that direction, I can tell you it's
yeah, but
like AI is not something we will be able to stop with something like that. But it's something we need to adapt to, not something we can defend from.
Yeah, that's sad. That is sad. But anyway, like I said, anybody who's interested in this series, go and read it. If you want something that's just so laid back, has such a likable cast in it, and
has the best art in Shonen Jump.
That's a matter of opinion. But anyway, go and read RuriDragon.
Look, people, look at Ruri holding a keyboard, cover page of chapter 10. Then you can't say anything else. This is the best art in Shonen Jump.
Well, that is opinionated. But yeah,
it's
RuriDragon.
It's not factual.
It's not factual.
I say it's a fact. I am the king of this fucking universe. If I say it's the best art, it is.
Is it better? Is it better than Berserk's art?
Depends.
Like overall, is it better than Berserk's art?
Can't compare different arts with each other, Luke. Just you saying like is one better or better, so like opinionated. Just for you to say something, it's like
no.
Really
as the prince of as the god of all universes, that is a factual thing. Is it better than Berserk's art? Nah, I'm just messing with you.
It's pretty depending on the vibes. Like you are here saying what's better between artist A and artist B. Like every artist is awesome.
I'm just
here saying what is better. Like, do you know how objectifying that is to the emotions they put in the art?
I am just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
You are just a monster.
I'm just messing with you.
Anyway, people read RuriDragon. This is an order from the god of this world. This is the best manga which was ever made, with the best art which was ever made. And god fucking damn it, just read it. It's if it can let me, the monster that people know me as, say I have emotions, then it has to be good.
Yeah, if you can make someone who, if this series can make someone who's become so detracted from the stuff that happens in Berserk feel something, it must be doing something right. And on that note, I feel like we've covered everything that we can on the series so far. So we will see you next time in whatever we do, whether it's like another progression series or another topic on Control Chaos. So until then, peace.
Peace out, bitches.